He broke every record the sport had, and then in 6 seconds, he was gone forever. There are animals that compete, and then there are animals that dominate an entire sport so completely that the day they are gone, grown men cry in public and nobody thinks twice about it. Man-Hater was that kind of animal. He was not just a great bull. He was the standard every other bull in the world was measured against. And on a cold Saturday night in Little Rock, Arkansas, in front of thousands of fans who had no idea what was coming, that standard was taken away without warning. Man-Hater was owned by Gene Owen and Jane Clark. Gene had spent close to 40 years in the bull business. He had seen powerful bulls and fast bulls, but when Man-Hater arrived, Gene told people something they did not forget. He called him the total package. That was not pride talking. That was a fact, backed up by numbers that do not lie. In 73 career outs, that is 73 times a rider climbed on his back and tried to hold on for 8 seconds. Only 11 of them ever made it to the buzzer. Just 11. That is an 85% buck-off rate. The best bull riders on the planet, men who trained their whole lives for this one moment, climbed on Man-Hater, and 9 times out of 10, they hit the dirt. He did not just beat them, he embarrassed them. And he did it with a style nobody had ever seen before, a violent front-end drop followed by a back kick so high and so sudden that riders said it felt like being launched out of the sky with no warning at all. In September of 2024, Man-Hater did something that had never been done in the entire history of professional bull riding. He scored 49.5 points on a single trip, the highest individual bull score ever recorded, and he earned that record while throwing off Sage Steele Kimsey, a 7-time world champion rider. Not a rookie, not someone still finding their feet. A 7-time world champion could not stay on him, and Man-Hater still shattered the record book on that same ride. The announcer said live on air that what people had just watched may never happen again. A few weeks later, Man-Hater paired with 2024 PBR world champion Casio Diaz in Fort Worth, Texas, and together they produced a 98.25 point combined score, the second highest in PBR history. Man-Hater went on to win the world champion bull title in 2024 and again in 2025, back-to-back. The first bull to do that in years. And at the start of 2026, he was ranked #1 and chasing a third straight title that nobody in the sport doubted he would win. Here's what I want to know. Drop your answer in the comments below. Of all the riders who ever faced Man-Hater, who do you think came closest to solving him? On the night of the 7th of March 2026, during the championship round of the Kubota PBR Unleash the Beast event in Little Rock, Arkansas, Man-Hater came out of the chute the same way he always did, hard, fast, and full of power, with Brady Fielder on his back, trying to become one of the rare few who had ever stayed on him. 6 seconds in, everything changed. Man-Hater took a misstep, and his right rear leg gave out underneath him. He went from one of the most explosive animals in sport to completely still in a single moment. Fielder later described it in a way that nobody who heard it forgot. He said he felt something go wrong through the bull's back, felt it clear as day, and knew before he even looked. The arena went quiet. Fans who had been on their feet seconds earlier stood still and watched as staff moved carefully into the dirt. Man-Hater was loaded gently into a trailer and driven straight to veterinary specialists at Oklahoma State University, where doctors worked through the night examining the severe fracture to his right hind leg. And by